You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris, brought to you in part by the all-new RadioTravelGroup.com. Dan, how you doing, sir?
Pretty darn well. Welcome to March.
Yeah, holy cow. How did that happen?
March the 1th. We got a little break in the weather before the wheels fall off again.
Is it going to get bad again?
Oh, we're being lulled into another false sense of security, and I'm not standing for it.
Okay.
I'm loving it, though.
That's all there is to it.
Enjoy it while you can.
I'm going out in my flip-flops while I can do it.
What's that famous cliche about March in like a badger, out like a horseshoe crab or something?
That's exactly what it is.
It's in like a lion and out like a lamb, but we'll go with yours.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's having birthdays today? Glad you asked.
And who's having a
gentlemen, Mr. Dirk Benedict is 77. He was face on the A-Team.
I loved him.
Me too. He was.
Yeah.
He had a cool little Corvette that he drove.
And a face.
You know that Corvette did not belong to the production company. They literally rented it from a rental company every time they needed it. The Corvette. Yeah.
Thanks, John.
No, seriously, they did.
I only remember BA's van, man. That I don't remember a Corvette at all.
Yeah, it was either white
van
with a red
was
stripe or red with a white stripe,
awesome.
either way. But they rented it each time they used it.
I would love to have that van as a sunny station vehicle.
We tried
We
doing
had
it.
one.
Did we tell you this story? We bought one.
Why don't you save that for a later date, John?
We bought one. It turned into a giant hassle.
Hard to believe. The original James West from the Wild Wild West, Robert Conrad.
Oh, yeah.
Born this day. Of course, remember his famous commercial, 1978, daring you to knock an ever-ready battery off his shoulder?
Oh.
You don't remember that ad? You're not old enough.
No.
Well, it rings familiar, though, so I think I've seen that somewhere.
Yeah, he was daring America to just knock that battery off his shoulder. Like, see where it gets you.
Come on.
Yeah, he lay a
Knock it off my shoulder.
beat down on you.
We should do that.
And I have this young man on my ringtone, and who doesn't? Justin Bieber is 28 today.
Is he really?
28.
Wow.
Yes, 28. His very first hit, Baby. Would you like a quick dramatic reading
I would love that.
Yes.
of what made this man
Right on
a
the set, everyone. Dan's going to do a dramatic reading.
international superstar? This is what happened. And I was like, baby, 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 oh. Like baby, 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 no. Like baby, 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 oh. I thought you'd always be mine. Thank you.
Dan Ferris, ladies and gentlemen.
And all the tweens swooned.
Yeah.
It was 1869, U.S. postage stamps showing scenes issued for the first time. Images included a horse and rider, locomotive, choo-choo train, a ship, and an eagle.
Nice.
How would you like to have that original set?
Yeah.
I'm
I
sure
bet
it's
they're
worth
worth
a
a
fortune.
coin.
Couple bucks, yeah. 1909. This kind of surprises me because you would just think Massachusetts, New York, something like that. But no. 1909, this day, the very first United States University School of Nursing is established. Gets underway. University of Minnesota.
Oh, really?
Yes. The Golden Gophers.
So there were
fired
no
that whole
nurses
thing up.
before that?
There were nurses before that, but no
None trained.
organized University School of Nursing. Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, and shout out to my two favorite nurses, by the way, I have the pleasure to do business with the last little while, Heidi and Aubrey
Nice
That's
folks.
right.
over at Avera, especially Aubrey, who managed to match her nail polish to her, to her scrubs.
That was pretty cool.
Pretty impressive.
Pretty adorable.
You know them, tell them hello and tell Aubrey our son is single and about her age. So
Wow.
Dan and Heidi wouldn't let
Okay.
me tell her that in person.
There we go. In can you believe it? Way back in 1962, and this was a game changer in the world of retail, and I mean huge. 1962, this day, the Kresge Corporation opens, pardon me, the first Kmart store.
Oh, that's what K stands for?
Yup.
Ski Mart.
In Garden City, Michigan.
Nice.
Home of the Blue Light Special.
Yeah. Remember those?
Yeah, I mean, they had a great deli.
When I was a
and stuff
kid, I
on it.
remember Kmart just being the coolest place.
Well, they did everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wheel the car in for an oil change, go do some shopping.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
Grab yourself a sub sandwich or maybe a lobster.
Lobster.
They had everything.
When I was a kid, I remember they had
It was amazing.
They had a pizza place in there. It was Little Caesars was inside the Kmart where I grew up.
Well, see, yeah.
That's where my first Little Caesars experience was inside the Kmart.
My older brother Oogie was actually one of the first mechanics at the first Kmart in Minneapolis.
Nice.
Him and his buddy Smiley.
Smiley.
Yeah, his nickname was Smiley. You know why?
Because he smiled.
He smiled, or he didn't smile at all.
Oh, no, I'm not going to tell you.
Thank you, Dan. Wow.
Okay.
All right, thanks for that update, sir.
Smiley was always smiling.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like he wanted to. He was just kind of slow. I bring my car in there and I tell my brother Hooks, I say, yeah, I don't want Smiley on it. You do the wrench in there, dude.
We're done here.
I know. You know. We just move forward.
We're going to do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris, brought to you in part by RadioTravelGroup.com.
The Vegas Travel Center is offering 3 days and 2 nights accommodations to Vegas. They'll completely waive the package price. Plus, you get tickets to your choice of activities as well as meals. Jump on this now. Obviously, a deal like this isn't going to last. When they're gone, they're gone. So don't miss out. Just call 605-210-5220 and they'll get you set up for a great getaway. Call now for this special radio offer. 605-210-5220. That's 605-210-5220.
Time now for a bright spot of news, brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture, and we are going to brighten your day right now with some positive news. I have Jill Baker joining me to talk about a really cool event. It's Stand Up for Women Veterans. It's coming up later this month. Jill, how are you?
I'm great. It's wonderful to be here tonight.
Well, we're excited to chat with you about this event, a Stand Up for Women's Veterans. It's coming up later this month. It's on the 26th. Tell me a little bit about the event.
Okay, so it is sponsored by the South Dakota Disabled American Veterans, Chapter 1, and then it's coordinated by Community Action for Veterans. So financially sponsored by DAV Chapter 1, and the event coordination by Community Action for Veterans. And I happen to be a part of both of those organizations.
And again, this is an event that's coming up later this month. It's in Sioux Falls, and I've got a link to the agenda. And if you'd like to register, I've got a link to all of that on our social media. But let's talk about what's going to happen that day, because it's from 8:30 in the morning until 1:30 in the afternoon. So that's a pretty long time. But you're going to cover a lot of stuff, aren't you?
Yeah, we are. And we did extend it to 2 o'clock just because we wanted to make sure that we had 3 really good sessions available for our women who have served in the military or are currently serving, so they could have time in their day to just kind of get in there when they could. So it's an event that there's 3 wellness sessions. We like to call them wellness sessions. There's an art session, writing, there's chair yoga, and then also business focused for aspiring entrepreneurs. So that is one part of it. And I like to just make it clear that if you have an infant and you can wear your baby, that baby can go with you throughout the event. You can take your baby along. So I think that's kind of fun. We also have some free childcare slots available that we'll be working with. We have a number of sponsors, so we're going to be working with Southeast Technical College and their early child development program, and they're going to be providing those volunteers for the child care. And then we also have parent-child activities for those young mothers who just don't get a chance to get out with their kids much and just want to spend a little quality time with their kids. And so that's hosted by Stanford Fit and Apple Tree Children's Centers.
That is really cool.
And yeah, and so I have to keep going because I have lots of people that just really quick. So we have also the VFW Auxiliary is providing help with all those parent, child, and children's activities and snacks for all of those kids. And then we also have Hy-Vee, who has come on as our food sponsor. We're going to have, grilled chicken breast and roasted potatoes and a salad and fruit, so just a really nice meal. all for free.
And I'm looking right now on Eventbrite. There's general admission. It says free, so it's free to get in. But then if people want to have a business wants to have like a booth there, or a nonprofit wants to have a booth there, there's a small fee for that. Is there still time for people to sign up for that as well?
Absolutely. We want to make this as inclusive as possible. And so with this being our first year of hosting this event, we really just want to be as wide open and welcoming as we can. And so if you're a nonprofit, it's $15 for a booth. And then if you are a business, it's $50 for a booth. And if you happen to be doing some volunteer work for us, we're just kind of throwing that in as a benefit for volunteering at our event.
Very nice. Again, the event itself is called Stand Up for Women's Veterans. Stand Up for Women Veterans. It's Saturday, March 26th, so it's later this month, 8:30 until 2. Again, if people would like to get for more information, I'll throw a link to it on our social media channels to make it easy. Jill, thank you for taking the time to chat, and thank you for putting your heart into this.
Sure. We're just excited to be doing this. Close to my heart as a veteran myself and a former military vet out in the Air Force, and a veteran. So near and dear to my heart, other women veterans, we really need to have this time to celebrate us.
I think it's really cool. Thank you again for your time today.
Thanks, John.
Again, Jill Baker, the event Stand Up for Women Veterans is coming up later this month. I've got a link to all of the information and a place to click very easily and get your ticket. It's free, but get your ticket so they know how many people are going to be there. All of that you can find at facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
It's Bernie Carrick, former New York City Police Commissioner. If you own a gun, you need to check out StopBoxUSA.com, the safest solution to keep a firearm in your home and get instant, reliable access to that gun. It's an awesome weapon retention product, especially if you have little kids at home or frequent visitors. Get access to your gun in under a second. StopBox is the safest solution to keep a firearm in your home.
Use discount code RADIO to save 10% at StopBoxUSA.com.
You need to check out StopBoxUSA.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Tuesday?
I just came across this list of, and some of these things I look at them, I go, yes, I was told this as a youth. Things that a lot of kids years ago were told by parents, teachers, authority figures that simply are not true even a little bit. Because grown-ups just make stuff up.
Right.
Oh, really?
I heard this more times, that cracking your fingers will give you arthritis.
Yes.
Cracking your knuckles?
Yeah.
No, that's totally made up. Crack away. Have a blast. Do what you do.
Pop all you want.
It ain't no thing. That, people would be offering me free drugs all the time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, remember that?
They only offer you free drugs once. After that, it's going to cost you.
Yeah, I remember that.
Then, of course, moving into the 80s, we had the DARE program. Remember DARE?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, and you got the impression you would just be running away from window vans all day long with people going, hey.
Right.
Apparently that's not how it works.
Apparently not. Let's see. Carrots will improve your eyesight.
No, they don't.
Not?
No. Huh. Oh, and then they say, well, you ever see a rabbit with glasses?
I never have, though.
Yeah, there
Or
you
a dog
go.
either, I guess. So.
Have another drink, Uncle Jerry, whatever.
Or a cat, and I'm not going to eat 9 lives to have better eyes. So
I used to hear this too. If someone's giving you a hard time, someone picking at you, picking on you, like elementary, junior high, whatever, just means they like you.
Yeah, that's not
so.
the case.
No, there's some people who are just douches.
Yeah.
There's. I remember growing up, there were people who would pick on other people, and I don't think it was ever because they liked them.
Nope.
It's
Right.
because they were bad people.
Nope, but you used to hear that.
Yep, you did hear that.
Well, so-and-so, that's just because they like, okay, all right, whatever. Why do I have a knife in my ribs? Oh, then they must love you.
He's just trying to get to your heart.
If you touch a baby bird, its mother will reject it.
Oh, that's,
not true.
It is.
Oh.
Not in all cases, no.
It was just a way to get us to leave the baby birds alone.
Probably.
Well, it depends on how it happened. I mean, sometimes a mother will reject a baby, and in that case, but you touching it had virtually nothing to do with it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to hear that too. Don't touch that.
Yeah, if you do.
Okay, all right. God, this is amazing. I've been living just
a life.
these. Yeah.
I remember one that I was told that, like, when you lose a tooth, if you don't put your tongue in that spot, like don't touch it with your tongue, because if you don't, it'll grow back a golden tooth.
I've never heard of that in my entire life.
You've never
I've
heard
never
that?
heard that. It must be a Huron thing.
Yeah, but you can't help but do it.
Huron is known for their golden teeth.
There's a reason Huron ain't making bank on tourism, John.
Nobody had golden teeth. That's
Get
what
the
I'm
car, we're going to Huron. No!
And then the other thing, I thought, like you were saying, you thought people were going to be offering you drugs everywhere because it seemed like, I thought there was going to be quicksand around every corner. Do you guys remember growing up how many times there was quicksand?
In cartoons.
Every cartoon, every cheesy after-school special, somebody was falling in quicksand. I've never seen quicksand.
Yeah.
Have you seen quicksand, Dan?
I don't believe I ever have, no.
No. Yeah, it's not.
No. And I remember this big time when calculators came out. Calculators. But then teachers, educators going, you're never going to be walking around with a calculator in your pocket your whole life.
Yeah, we
now
are
we
now,
are.
actually.
Grab your phone. Yeah, okay.
We've got calculate. We got the whole internet in our pocket.
And I have believed this all my life, but apparently it's simply not true. You've got your sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and whatever. That taste bud zones actually exist on your tongue.
Oh.
They do not.
Really?
That's all made up.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Holy cow.
By the Yipes, Stripes, Fruit Stripe gum people?
I'm just going to end it here because it's absolutely hilarious because this still kind of goes on.
Oh, what's that?
If you went to college, got your education, you're going to get a great job, buy a big house, maybe have a pool.
Yep.
Wait, that's not true now?
Let's just roll up some debt and cry in my mom's basement.
Wow.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Downer to end on, Dan.
Yeah.
Thanks.
But it's true.
Or the old, and I never made this mistake with either of my kids ever. And I still hear parents, you can do anything you want and be anything you want to be.
Yeah.
Number one, try to dribble a football.
Yeah. Try to dribble a football.
Yeah, try that. Or I told my daughter one day when I think she was 12 or 13 or something, I said, yeah, why don't you suit up, go play linebacker for the Ravens?
Yeah.
It's never going to happen.
Not going to work out so hard.
Because you'll die.
Yeah, probably not good.
So, yeah, let's be careful out there. But, yeah, little things that grown-ups have done to mislead us, and it's still going on out there, so be aware. Found that interesting.
I can see why. I also found it interesting. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour with Dan Ferris.
At BetterCreditCards.com, our mission is to help you get a better credit card. Why pay more interest than you need to? We have cards with amazing points and perks. If you're not a point person and just want the lowest interest rate, you can find those too at BetterCreditCards.com. You can also find credit cards designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card. Give yourself a little credit at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Tuesday, March 1st, 2022. Equities rebounded Monday in a volatile session. The growing conflict in Ukraine and the threat of global fallout, on top of threat of accelerating inflation and FOMC interest rate hikes, has the market wondering which way to go next. The market has backed off on expectations for interest rate hikes, but is still expecting at least one 25 basis point increase in March. Based on the latest read of the PCE price index, market participants should expect aggressive rate hikes this year, even if the first is only 25 basis points. The CME's FedWatch tool is pricing in at least 4 hikes by June, and there's yet to be any sign of inflation taming. Also on tap this week, another report on job creation, and this month could be a real market mover. The consensus is for gains in the range of 440,000 following last month's stronger than expected numbers. The risk this month is that job creation will be weaker than expected, as indicated by the tepid jobless claims report. You can get the inside track at marketbeatminute.com.